It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball... into the end zone. leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsey. And he was off to the race. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Release to the back. Pick off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point in this game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about having that coming out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. looking for a man. It's Reed. Still on his feet. The throw. The short hands. It's Carter. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
To the air, it's Holstein. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pulls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
To the air, it's Reed. He's got the tight end. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times...
Sneaks it in.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking for room, it's Joyner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. With the catch, it's Joyner. Across the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Georgia going up tempo. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses. And that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got his man out of the backfield. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw. He wants it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Williams. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Handoff from the gun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Right down the middle. It's caught. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Joyner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job you show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And some room to work. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. Take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the ground with the back. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Reed. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Red Raiders will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
42, spot, go!
They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Eakin. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Got enough for the first. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got a man. It's Williams. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Under fire. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
Slide 22.
Quarterback running on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can. So
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Tulsa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Holstein. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll toss it to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Georgia trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs!
That That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.